Hi everyone and welcome back. It is Sunday, March 2nd. Let's go ahead and talk about things before we get this week started with Saturn having had gone into Pisces the 7th of March, 2 weeks after. Okay, now how are you all feeling? How many of you all are resonating with that positive energy regarding the readings that have been put up on YouTube here? Is because Saturn brings in a lot of changes and it's quick, and I talked about that a couple of first out. Let's get to the official business first. One donation reading left over from Friday, I think, and then the donation readings will be over. They will be complete, and we can get next week started, fresh start like that with the new readings that are coming in and all of that. Now, but remember with Saturn's energy, whenever Saturn shifts signs, I started talking about this a few months ago. I've talked about it throughout the years. It goes into signs with a bang, and it comes out of signs with a bang. And I talked about that also when I started talking about the 36 portals that was going to be open when Saturn moved into Pisces. I asked you all in the podcast, I was like, how many of you all know how many portals will open up when Saturn moves into Pisces? And people were sending in the email of guessing. Of course, it would be 36 portals. Nobody guessed it right. It's 36 because, remember, Pisces represents all 12 of the signs, the high and the low vibration. There are 3 decans to each sign. That is 36 portals. Now, but that was a few months ago, sometime last year when I started talking about that in preparation for Saturn's shift out of Aquarius, which it did with the bang. And I'm pretty sure Aquarius people, they knew it, they felt it, and it goes into the next side with a bang also. We had a lot of that bang over the last 2 weeks. As quick as Saturn moved into Pisces and out of Aquarius, the energy was most definitely felt. And for the positive for you all, a lot of you, what I was noticing in the reading, and I'm just surprised as you all are, I don't look at, we all know about Saturn's energy and what Saturn represents in astrology. I would always state that Saturn rewards the greatest. I would state that throughout the whole 7 years that I've been public, almost 8 years now, I would state that Saturn rewards the greatest. Now, even though, because we know how Saturn energies work, you don't look at Saturn as a rewarder type energy, but Saturn does reward, and it rewards the greatest. Because I feel that a lot of the windfalls and what was happening in people's lives, we were talking about major financial contracts, you know, a lot of that stuff is going to be with those people for many years to come. Saturn will be in Pisces for 3 years, but what it brings as reward is like it could be everlasting for some people. Some people, it could last Saturn moves in 7-year cycles. Along with it moving into Pisces, this is why the energy was is so potent. Along with it moving into Pisces, it ended a 7-year cycle also. Now, and it's kind of like, and how it's ironic how it was also, we had that full moon in Virgo, as above, so below, like that. So a lot of people, they're having very positive things that are happening to them. Financial contracts going through, Saturn overruling decisions, things that happen in the third dimensional state of consciousness, ruling people in positions of hierarchy, because Saturn rules hierarchy and authority, but it rules karmic law, justice, fairness, things like that, contracts, long-term contracts, 3D contracts, and soul contracts like that. Now, so a lot of people like with big business corporations or people with their jobs and financial contracts and things like that going through the extension of contracts, major things like that, major shift, overturning of decisions, all types of things have been happening over the last 2 weeks. But it's positive for people. Remember, because Saturn, the energy, as I stated, it is regarding action. Saturn, it gives nothing freely. It's all regarding actions like that. And a lot of people were greatly rewarded. Now, and this is how it works. There are more rewards to come. Don't think that was it. It's going to happen over the whole 3-year period. It's going to be very significant and life-changing for a lot of people. I'm excited about it like that. So this is how Saturn energies work. Like people that were getting those windfalls the last couple of weeks, Saturn is not fly-by-night. It's like but it's through your own hard work, energy, effort. It's not like Jupiter like that. Like Jupiter, as I would state, it could be here today, gone tomorrow, because you're not prepared for it, you didn't work for it. Jupiter is like a big lottery win, and then you're broke next week, like that, or you're broke in a year. Saturn is reward, but you've earned it. You've worked for it. You get a lottery win with Saturn too, but you would have already gone through karmic lessons regarding finances, karmic lessons with money. These people be highly likely to lose it. Like that, that's how Saturn will reward. Because remember, however it needs to get the funding to you, to the money to you, those portals will be open. But with Saturn, it will be because you've earned it like that, not Jupiter, like you just hit it big and then you're like that with luck. Because Jupiter reward, remember, is about a past life good deed. Saturn's reward is about a past life karmic lessons, this life karmic lessons. That's why it can't be taken, because you're prepared for it. Saturn's about maturity, self-mastery, self-actualization, all of those things. Now, so this is how people that were getting windfalls, or it was about the company or corporation they work for, and those financial contracts, things like that. This is how it could be with you for the rest of your life, no matter the amount that you got. Investments, things like that, being mature with it, like that. And it is some, the rewards are intended to be with you for the rest of your life, things like that. It's that long run energy. It would depend on the amount, I guess, of the windfalls they were getting, the amount of whatever financial contracts we're speaking of, like that. Is those types of things. Now, is the way it could be with you for many years to come. Now, so those of you that are part of this group, you would know if you were part of it, because you would have had those things that come in to you. Because remember, with Saturn ruling the third dimensional state of consciousness, it will be that the rewards are usually going to be 3D related. They'll be practical, financial reward, even if the lesson isn't regarding, even if the balance of the karmic scales, wasn't regarding tangible things. But Saturn will reward you for the struggle, reward you for the hard work, energy, effort. Tangibly, it will be first and foremost. Now, let's talk about, so we have more of that to come, because I feel that through the readings I was getting at, there could be something building up for a lot of you, because some people's rewards are great, because Saturn rewards are great, as I stated, and it can be incorporated with past life. Also, for these people here that we're going to continue with, because remember, Saturn is the past, it is past life, it rewards you for your past doings, like that. Now, so it would be, so bigger things that people are going to get, I don't know what the things are, but it'll be financial, tangible. It could be in the making, in the working, because Saturn moves slow. Remember, the energy just started on the 7th when Saturn shifted into Pisces, but how quickly the positive came in, because to the equality of Saturn's restriction and struggle and lessons, all that is the same quality and potencies of Saturn's blessings, but they're long-term blessings. So things could be so the restrictions are over, the blocks are over. People know that are part of this. They are moving forward. The rewards have come, like that, and it's due to all their hard work, energy, effort of the past, because Saturn rewards you of the past and is the gatekeeper to the future, like that. And this is what your future is going to be built upon, like that, whatever it is that you're being the recipient of. Now, if we talk about romantic relationship, remember Saturn's blessings regarding relationships. Saturn rules soul contracts, karmic contracts. Your karmic contract is your soul's growth and evolution, like that. Your interactions with romantic relationships in your karmic lesson, past life on up into this lifetime. Saturn is tradition, like that. It will rule over traditional relationships. It will bless those types of relationships. It will be for those of you that want those types of relationships, like I guess moving in together would be traditional, but at the higher octave of Saturn, it would be marriage, like that, because Saturn rules contracts. Marriage would be a spiritual contract and a earthly, I guess, contract, like that. But I'm going to talk about that here now. So it would be Saturn ruling contracts and those types of things. Now, so it would be bringing those types of relationships into fruition. Anything else would have just fell by the wayside. It just would crumble, because Saturn is about commitment. It's about traditional relationship. It's not fly by night. It's not like pie in the sky. It is earthbound. You're experiencing it, but in a 3D building is what Saturn is about. Those types of things. Now, but let's talk about marriages, because Saturn is that type of marriage. Now, so it would be so it would be the traditional relationships. So that will be coming into fruition under these 3 years. Now, so a lot of people may have gotten married last month, where we're in April, end of February, beginning of March, before Saturn went into Pisces. They would have went into like committed traditional relationship marriages, and on up until the whole 3 years. This is what type of unions would be coming in. Now they'll be like Saturnian, like, but the higher octave of Saturn. Romantic relationships, like it'll be at the higher octave of Saturn, like that. Because these people they're out of the karmic lessons and those types of things. Karmic lessons are over. You're in like the higher octave. I'm happy for you all. I'm happy like that. Because even being able to deliver the message is quite a difference than when I first started 7 years ago and I was at Night and Awakenings, all Saturn and all of that. I knew that it was a reason, and I was like, Saturn was the greatest. It is going to be long term, and the energy, effort that is being put in is not for nothing like that. So that's why we're here now. So let's talk about marriage and stuff. Because Saturn is about formalities like that. Because remember, it is the what was, what still is, and what will always be. It's about formalities like that. And courtship, Saturn rules those types of things, like traditional relationships. If you're not into that, don't worry. You're not going to be forced in it. You won't be under these people. You won't be in this energy, because that's what the energy is for. Those are the type of unions that are coming into fruition. Now, at the higher octave of Saturn, blessed, abundant, very positive, like that. But let's talk about that, though, with Saturn. Now, we're going to take it way, way back here a little bit. Now, because remember, Saturn rules lineage, matriarchy, and patriarchy. So, and it is... Now, so let's talk about the actual act of getting married. Like they're doing it, like how people started being married in churches. Okay, let's take it back. You all that are under this energy, you could take it back before the church like that. And the marriage could be like, it doesn't have to be like in the church. It can go, because Saturn does rule tradition like that. It rules the ancestors way back before organized, before churches were bought like that. I almost say before churches became churches like that. Okay, so you all would be able to have like a good old pagan wedding like that, or like, okay, because Saturn is what was, what still is, what will always be, what is ancient, the ancestors way back when is what Saturn rules. Those of you that aren't in this vibration, or you're not going to be forced. You just won't be coming into union. Your union will be not under Saturn like that. So you all can orchestrate like that ancestral way back when lineage with Saturn rules the matriarchy and the patriarchy. Marriage like that. That's what you all can orchestrate. It doesn't, even though Saturn rules traditional relationships, okay, it would still be traditional, but it's way back before the tradition of being in a church. It is still Saturn, because Saturn is what was, what still is, what will always be. It's just older. It's old. Saturn is old, what was like that. So you all get to have like that type of, if you're a part of the lineage, that's what you will be wanting, and that's where your mind will be going like that. But it will be under Saturn, and you will be also traditional like that. So, because that is also traditional. It's just a different. It's the first traditions like that. So, these people that could be getting married, they could be under the energetic vibration of the first tradition. They most definitely would be abiding by Saturn's law. They're not against the energy, or they wouldn't be under this vibration. They could be a part of the lineage like that, because Saturn rules the lineage. And that could be what they could want to do like that, orchestrate that type of like that ceremony, like that, orchestrate that type of ceremony. And I think it would be very positive and very different and very Saturn, very Saturnian is what it would be. It will have all the ingredients of what Saturn represents, is what I'm getting with this. So the more blessings to come. Now I'm excited about doing the work again like that, because we're in the good stuff now. I'm excited about the message that are going to come through next week, because remember, Saturn is picking up now. It moves slow, and it just went into the Pisces, as we all know, on the 7th. So the energy is there, and it started off with a bang and a very positive for many people. So it's going to gain momentum. And for us, the things are going to settle down that were like up in the air. And remember, what you're receiving, you earned it, because Saturn gives nothing freely. You earned it. You almost definitely favored and highly blessed like that, and highly protected and chosen one energy. This is what chosen one energy means. And you all know it and you feel it. That's why you get to experience and live in it in the third dimensional state of consciousness, where Saturn is in rulership. Okay, everyone, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.